welcome back.
This is Grave Cinema here again, bringing you another reaction video. Only this one's not the normal one. This is a rewatch video. This is one we've actually both have seen before, but
together even.
Yes, but we want to at least review this for spooky season. So
spooky season.
We're gonna do another quick rewatch of it, and then we're gonna let you know our thoughts of this.
And maybe you can guess by what we're wearing what it is we're watching.
Or they just read the title of the video on YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
One of that.
It's been a 3-day weekend. Some of us are tired and are fighting sinus headaches.
I know. But the movie we're doing, if you can tell, or can't tell, Nightmare on Elm Street. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yay!
Yes, the original.
She loves this. You know why?
Because it didn't haunt my dreams?
No, because it's a Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah,
you love Johnny Depp movies, right?
Listen, I love Johnny Depp movies, but I also know how he dies in this one, and it's very sad. I prefer him like Carrie Elwes, whole and unharmed.
Yeah, this is a horror movie. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I know. I'm learning this.
But...
You never know. You can always hope that maybe that person will be the hero of the story. Or the final person that at least survives.
Hopefully, but...
Not this time!
But we will talk more about this once we've done our rewatch of it and review it. And so, let's get to watching A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
The 1984 masterpiece by Wes Craven.
And I'm gonna drink caffeine while we do, because as I said, 3-day weekend, some of us are tired.
Indeed. Alright, let's
play.
get to it. Nightmare on Elm Street. New Line Cinema. The house that Freddy built.
You can't watch a New Line Cinema movie without saying that line.
Nope. Can't do it.
It'd be like watching Hocus Pocus and not repeating the word virgins.
Just making the glove.
You know, when you look at that glove, it is not exactly... It doesn't really look like it would be useful.
It's cool, and we like it. It's cool. Introducing Johnny Depp. His very first movie.
Robert Englund is ready.
That's Fred Krueger in just this credit. Just referred to as mostly Freddy afterwards.
Well, yeah, it's creepier to call him Freddy.
It's based off the nursery rhyme, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, so.
You know, I had a boyfriend in high school that you couldn't sing that around or he would seriously lose his shit. Why would you go out and look? You know he's there. Like I said, you know he's there.
It's okay, it's only a dream.
It's a dream, judging from that.
9, 10. I was so scared. And that's what it reminded me of, that old jump rope song. It was the worst nightmare I ever had.
Matter of fact, I had a bad dream last night myself.
I had a hard-on this morning when I woke up, Tina. Had your name written all over it.
There's 4 letters in my name, Rod. How could there be room on your joint for 4 letters? Maybe we're gonna have a big earthquake. They say things get really weird just before.
Like on Buffy, an earthquake is the sign of the apocalypse.
What'd you dream?
I dreamed about a guy in a dirty red and green sweater.
What about the fingernails?
Actually, they were more like finger knives or something he made himself.
Nancy, you dreamed about the same creep I did.
I didn't hear anything. Well, I heard something.
It's a strange noise. Let's go investigate.
Yes, your sweater vest will protect them. You've got this.
Oh, what's that?
Intense, huh? So what's going on here? An orgy or something?
Obviously.
Maybe a funeral, dickhead.
Yeah.
We got our mother's bed. You guys got the rest.
Why would you sleep with a douche like that?
I mean, don't leave me alone with this lunatic. Please, Nancy.
Then don't sleep with him! If I ever own a house, I don't want glass doors like that.
No.
Oh, it's easy to break. Oh, there's another rule broken.
She's praying.
Yeah. Praying
Uh-huh.
to the god of the mattress. Nobody comes like that!
Grab the crucifix.
Something's happening.
I don't know. Music's starting to do its thing.
I know. See, that's another reason I don't feel comfortable sleeping naked. This became super popular in haunted houses after this movie. We have one at base.
It's a very cool effect.
Yeah. You're not about to go outside by yourself.
Of course she is.
Are you even dressed? Did you put pants on? You didn't even put pants on!
She has a shirt. It's fine.
This would be a practical effect, right?
Oh yeah, this pretty much all practical.
This is God.
Wake her up.
Now she's floating.
What was she doing there,
I love you too, Donald.
Marge?
You're not separated at all.
How you doing, baby?
I'm okay, Dad.
Sure would like to know what the hell you were doing shacking up with 3 other kids in the middle of the night.
Sleepover.
He just didn't want to sleep alone.
Poor girl. Just wanted to be a good friend.
Lane is now the subject of a citywide
Hey, it's the voice of Bob Shea,
The murder weapon.
producer.
I do think it's clever by Freddy vs. Jason that they've come up with a very special drug to give the kids that have been affected.
There was somebody else there.
The door was locked from your side.
Hold it!
No!
Jesus Christ!
Hold it right there.
Cool. I didn't do it! I didn't kill her, Nancy!
What the hell were you doing going to school today for anyway?
To learn,
Nancy!
to get an education.
To
Nancy!
take her mind off of her friend's death.
What is seen is what is real.
Then Shay.
According to Shakespeare,
Who's that?
perhaps inside human nature itself that was
I think
rotten.
she's rated to the producer. She
Cankers, he-
does acting herself in other roles.
Now,
Pretty good.
Hamlet's res- Just like the gravediggers.
Tina?
Yeah, follow the corpse being dragged by itself.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd just like to point out again, my kids would never do this. I would be running the other fucking direction.
Where's your past?
Screw your past.
He's wearing the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nancy! No running in the hallway.
Yeah, the original sweater didn't have stripes on the arms. It was only in the first movie where it was like that.
I'm glad they added it. It looks really weird. Why would you go down into... Oh my god.
Because we must investigate the corpse being dragged by itself, leaving a blood trail.
I think this is where I differ from most horror movies. I don't care about the story. This is bad!
Also, there's a sign, no students allowed.
Yeah, look at you breaking all the school rules.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Disgusting.
Oh, it's got to scare them. It's not funny they're not scared.
Come on, you're the daughter of a cop. You ought to know how to fight back alone.
Come to Freddy.
Woke yourself up.
Yeah, I'll go straight home.
You'll need a hall pass.
Screw your pass.
Dun dun dun.
Da-da-dum.
Oh, now poor Rod's gonna die.
It was dark, but I'm sure there was somebody in there. Under the covers with her. 4 razors. Cutting at the same time. She had knives for fingers. Hey, you think I did it?
No. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
6, grabby crucifix.
You don't have any of those in the house.
Never sleep.
You idiot.
Famous shot. It's going for your hoo-ha.
There was a pedophile.
Don't fall asleep in there. You could drown, you know.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Ooh, I forgot there were titties.
Titties.
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Stay awake, fast acting. Evil Dead.
Laying down, you'll automatically fall asleep. It's cool if they put Evil Dead in that, though.
I don't know if it was the first Evil Dead or the second one, but it actually had Freddy. No, it was the second one. Second one, they had Freddy's glove showing up in the work shed because of the Evil Dead being shown in this. So it's a fun little thing.
Why wouldn't you put shoes on?
God, I'm 20 years old.
She actually was 20, the actress. So it's a joke.
That's funny. So just say the horror.
Oh, the horror of looking 20.
That people can dream about what's going to happen.
I haven't looked 20 in a while.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
Still look ageless.
I'm a vampire.
And you know that.
That's why.
Are you still watching?
Yeah, so?
She can't get too much comfort. She must stay a virgin. Must be pure and innocent.
Like no one in this house.
I'm pure and innocent.
You're a fat load of shit.
Uh-oh. Come on. Afraid of a little bug?
Yucky. I'm not afraid, it just ew. Why did you have to pick it up?
Be dramatic. Freddy is a dramatic bitch, okay?
Yes, he is. That is true. Is this the cake stairs? Yeah.
Yeah. I love how you can tell where the
the
indents
holes
are.
are.
Yeah.
Nancy, save me from...
Like, if there's one knock on this film, it's that it had ambition, but just not quite the budget to fully pull it off without, you know, those little moments you're like, that looks cheap. But still, great concept.
He isn't real. He isn't real.
But moments like that look great.
I just asked you to do one thing. And what did you do? You shit.
I'll just be glad Freddy didn't go for Glenn.
I've got to see Rod Lane again.
Look, it's urgent!
Can you suppose they pulled that off?
Reverse shot.
Got no argument with that.
Easiest way to do those type of
What are you
things.
doing here?
Just do it in reverse. Play it back the other way.
The guy's sleeping like a baby. He's not going anywhere.
Ooh. And of course, Freddy's making it look like he killed himself.
Killer's still loose, you know.
Oh.
But he's burned. And he wears a weird hat and a red and green sweater.
Both of them
And
know.
he uses these knives, like giant fingernails.
You mean those close-ups on their faces that she was describing him didn't let you know?
You're gonna keep her home for a few days until she really gets over the shock of this.
I've got something better. I'm going to get her some help.
I don't see why you couldn't just give me a pill to keep me from dreaming.
Look,
If you don't dream,
it's the voice of Roger Rabbit.
okay.
Murder your thirst, like poor Nancy's going to think she's going to get that. I'm tired. That could have made more sense. You know where I was going with it.
Uh-huh.
She thinks her dreams are real.
She's asleep.
What the hell are dreams anyway?
The truth is, we still don't know what they are or where they come from. She's definitely dreaming now. It's a good one, too. A nightmare now would be plus or minus 5 or 6. Something's wrong. It never gets this high.
Shout out to 30.
Is she dreaming?
Nancy, Nancy!
Oh my God, Earl! Get something!
I brought something out from my dream. Rod didn't kill Tina. It's this guy. He's after us in our dreams. It's real, Mama.
Give me that damn thing.
It even has his name written in it. Fred Krueger, Mom. Fred Krueger.
You'll feel better when you get some sleep.
Feel better?
Fred Krueger can't come after you, Nancy. He's dead. You'll feel better when you sleep.
Screw sleep!
Party foul.
You need to listen to your kid, or you're gonna wind up without children.
Well, what if they meet a monster in their dream?
They turn their back on it, take away its energy, and it disappears. Booby traps and improvised anti-personnel devices.
I'm into survival.
Atta girl.
See ya.
You think that may come up later? Booby traps and anti-personnel devices? Ooh, barred up the house.
That's not okay.
What's with the bars?
Security. Come down to the cellar with me and I'll tell you.
That's not creepy.
Come down to the cellar with Mommy.
She's going to tell you a story.
A fairy tale.
Somebody forgot to sign the search warrant in the right place and Krueger was free just like that. We found him in an old abandoned boiler room where he used to take his kids. Put gasoline around
Somebody
the place.
murdered a bunch of kids like that, and he knew it, and they got off on a technicality. You bet your ass those parents would be going for him.
Thing up and watch
You know, if I were my kid, I wouldn't wait for a group.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead, honey, because Mommy killed him. I even took his knives.
Oh, Johnny Depp's about to die.
But at least he's wearing his crop
Hi,
top.
how you doing? You're nutty as a fruitcake. I love you anyway.
Aww.
I grabbed the guy in my dream. We both come out, you whack the fucker, and we got him.
Meanwhile,
Whatever you do, don't fall.
Oh, asleep. You think he's not gonna fall asleep?
I think he's gonna go for a swim.
Oh! He's gonna go to a pool?
Yes, that's what I meant. He's going to go to a pool.
Ah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
The nightmare's over.
Okay.
You know, I've never had coffee before in my life.
You ain't missing much.
Side titty!
Marge is just being cautious. Nancy acting so nervously.
Nervous. She's
I don't care what you say. I don't want that kid hanging around with our son anymore.
Mommy is a drunk.
Maybe she just likes the taste.
Nobody drinks that much because they like the taste.
I've also never had alcohol before in my life, so I just stick with liquid death.
Hello?
Death.
Glenn's asleep. You ought to talk to him tomorrow.
As a matter of fact,
Glenn? What if Glenn tries to call?
Do you think you're asleep yet, Nancy?
She might be.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Really?
That's a fun little gag. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. Freddy's got a thing about tongues.
He does. He really does.
Maybe it's just Robert Englund liking to use his tongue
Blah,
as Freddy.
blah.
But it does give a lot of tongue action for Freddy in the sequels.
It kills me.
Just sinking right into his bed. It's turning like that because the weight of it was shifting the actual room they were using. Almost electrocuted them because it went into the outlets or something. Yeah. Fun little fact.
Practical effects are not always safe.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
Oh my God.
You know he's dead, right?
Yeah, apparently he's dead.
He's a puddle.
Listen, Dad.
Just tell me who did it. I'll go get him, baby.
Fred Krueger did it, Daddy. Just come here and break the door down in exactly 20 minutes. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. Go outside and watch my daughter's house. If you see anything funny, call me.
Time to home alone this shit up.
Nancy's a fine old girl who doesn't take no shit.
I think it's time to make some booby traps and anti-personnel devices.
It's easy to make booby traps when you got 'em. Good attempt. But I'm afraid you've lost too much weight.
What's the coroner got to say?
He's in the John puking since he saw it.
That's what he's got to say about that.
What if they meet a monster in their dream?
Turn your back on it. Take away its energy and it disappears.
You're in a dream world, baby. He's got his stuff.
He has his glove. You alright?
Yeah. The last fight sequence is always rough.
Getting to the climactic ending. I'm calling you out, bitch. Grab your cruise and things.
I'm not enjoying yourself, you bastard! Where are you, Krueger?
Did you get him?
I'm crazy after all.
Got you with that.
Run, Krueger! Take it down! Got him trapped! Help!
Everything's under control!
Just like that, you asshole! Come on! He's in here!
Saw that mattress.
Well, you can't break your actors.
Daddy, help me! Please!
Maybe I better go tell the lieutenant.
Yeah, think?
Kill you slow.
Burn, bitch.
Stairs. That is a really tough effect for a stunt actor to do, too.
Oh my God!
Nancy, what the hell is going on? We've got a fire up here, too. What the hell is going on, Nancy?
He's after Mother!
Nice mannequin.
Mother! 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 Now do you believe me?
Everything okay up here?
You go downstairs. I'll be there in a minute. I know you're there, Freddie. I know you too well now, Freddie.
You die.
This is just a dream. You're not alive. I want my mother and friends again.
You what?
You're shit. It's bright.
So the whole movie up to now was all just a dream?
Oh, I feel like $1,000,000. No, baby, I'm gonna stop drinking. I just don't feel like it anymore.
No, still a dream.
Did I keep you awake last night?
I guess I just slept heavy.
Believe this fog?
Oh, I believe anything is possible. Hey, girl.
Hey! Hey, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
It's coming for you.
But doesn't Nancy appear in all of the films?
Serenade, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
But I thought Nancy was the main character in all of them. Or at least most of them. And that
So,
was Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was A Nightmare on Elm Street. And this was Rewatch.
I would like to say I
Countless
handled
times
it
for me.
much better this time than I did the first time.
This is like the second watch for you, and you enjoyed it much more this time, as you
Yeah,
said.
I actually think watching the horror films with you is paying off to the point where this looks a little cheesy, which means I'm not as frightened.
Well, the thing is,
so it's working.
This first movie was on a very limited budget, so there are moments in this film where like, oh, that's kind of cheesy. Oh, they were like the end where he pulls the mom through. Like, that's clearly a doll.
Obviously.
Going in
And
the
he
bed,
lands
it's a
on
mannequin. There's a lot of
lands
those.
on a mattress.
A lot of those moments you can tell, but the general concept and idea of the story itself is very effective, and that's why it became so popular in the 80s, and then had all the sequels when they had bigger budgets and they weren't as cheesy with the effects.
I mean, that whole dream skills thing, though, that's what Rick used to overcome his nightmares. You remember my ex?
Yes.
He stayed at his house. He actually took that character that he built in his dreams and used it for D&D campaigns.
Nice.
And every time he leveled up in his dreams. So it does in fact work if you have the stamina to do it. I can't control things that well in my dreams. So if something like this were to actually exist, yeah, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Especially since my dog can't save me.
And Nancy, she does appear in sequels, but she's not in all the sequels.
Okay.
I'll let you know that. We're gonna get to watching them eventually.
Wasn't she in A New Nightmare?
Yes, I did show you New Nightmare. Because I showed you the two best ones.
Yeah.
The original and New Nightmare.
Yeah. Now we have to get through the second one just to say we did it, and the third one for the marionette scene and the tongue scene. Because, yeah, those are the two that stayed with me the most when I was 10 years old. And
Freddy does give a lot of tongue action in his
he
movies.
really does. My mom used to get so mad at her boyfriend at the time because he'd always have on a horror film. It would always fuck with me. Although, I am not as bothered by Michael. And he watched a lot of Halloween.
The Shape. Michael Myers.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember literally watching him
The Boogeyman.
on top of a car, breaking a window and going after somebody, and it didn't bother me as much as Freddy Krueger did. Although, Freddy Krueger didn't scare me when I went to go to sleep, though. He scared me when I went to go walk in the dark. As my brain said, he's going to come out of it at you, and then you're fucked.
He still is. He's waiting for you in the dark.
Well,
You
you're
least
home
expect
defense
it.
now, so...
No, I'll be like, hey, Freddy, there she is. Get her. It'll be funny.
Yeah, he's lying sack of shit. He's more protective than Superman. So, and this isn't even me saying, yeah, no, you're gonna do this. No. You can say that all you want. I know you well enough.
Yeah. Of course, if Freddy's getting you in the dark, odds are it's just me.
Yeah.
Being funny.
Which means you finally found a good Freddy mask and hat. And I'm gonna accidentally kick you somewhere.
Somewhere.
We can't say where.
I've worked in haunted houses before. I'm used to getting assaulted by just reaction alone.
You know,
when I scare someone.
One of the things that I never actually ran into working at a haunted house. I'm still surprised nobody hit me.
I don't think you've ever popped up in front of anyone from out of the darkness before, like I have before.
Yeah.
Remember, I worked in the pitch black attic where all of a sudden I flash the light on and they see me.
You know the number of
Gut
people
reaction. I've been
that
hit a few
thought I
times.
was a prop until I stood up and got in their face? When I was sitting in the library, I literally had people thinking I was a mannequin.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've done that sometimes before myself when I was a teenager and I was handing out candy at Halloween. I dressed up in my Ghostface outfit. I'd sit in a chair, but I'd be perfectly still, not moving, with a bowl of candy in my lap. And then once they come up to me, I go, ah! You know, because
There's your trick for your
fun.
treat.
It's fun.
I still remember the one time I went trick-or-treating. The only time I was afraid to go up to a house is the door was open, there was a guy standing there, and he had on this clown mask, and it had purple hair, and it had jagged teeth, and it was open in this vicious-looking smile, and I'm just like, Mom, we're going that way. And then after we went to the one house, we had to pass that house to go back, and he's like, I took the mask off, you can have some candy now. And I'm like, okay. And my mom's like, I got you. But it was terrible. I never handed out candy to kids until we lived here. We always had a bowl outside at Rick's. Never actually handed the candy out that I remember. We didn't get that many at Rick's though. Here we actually get them. We don't get a lot, which means that those kids get fucking spoiled. Like literally, I'm like, when you're done, come back here. I'm guaranteed to have more. I will just dump this fucking thing in your bags. Parents are staring at me like, why the fuck would you do that? It's Halloween, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I enjoy. Also, I love in this movie that it's the introduction of Johnny Depp.
Yes, it's interesting that they put that in the credits. They don't usually put the introduction to this new actor.
Every so often you'll see a few movies like that, but it's like...
But it's rare.
The universe just knew.
Yes.
Introducing Johnny Depp.
The Johnny Depp.
And he does have a few cameos, or at least one cameo, and I think in a later film.
Do you know what I think is the most interesting about that?
What's that?
He sounds different in this movie than he does in anything he has done since.
He's like late teens, early 20s. So,
I know,
yeah.
but he sounds like he's got the deep voice going. You can almost hear a little bit of it in his Jack Sparrow character, but every other character I've ever seen him do, even the serious ones like when he's in Sleepy Hollow or From Hell, he doesn't sound like the normal human being he is in this movie.
I think after this, he was doing he got really big from the series 21 Jump Street.
He was already in 21 Jump Street,
And
I
then,
think, from this movie.
And then I think the only big movie I see him in is like probably Edward Scissorhands when he starts doing a lot more major films. That's like early 90s. So it's like a whole 6-7 year jump before you actually get the adult Johnny Depp voice. So
Well, that is the adult Johnny Depp voice. He's still a late teenager. Your voice isn't developing that much once you
well,
hit
there's a
20s.
clear difference.
That was a choice. That was training and him probably acting like his normal self. And
Possibly.
I'm so glad he kind of just
Also,
grew into his own skin.
There's always talk about remaking Elm Street or just having another version without Robert Englund, unfortunately, because he old now and he's probably not up to it. And a lot of fans are like, no, you can't do it without Robert. They tried it already and it was not as good.
Oh
but
God, first of all, purists, please, dear God, appreciate what's there, but they're trying to keep it alive for you.
But if they did do another remake, I think it'd be pretty cool if they had Johnny Depp be Freddy Krueger.
I think it would make a fun circle.
I think that would be a good way to bring it back and to have somebody who you know has the chops.
I definitely
Who's
think
tied
you
with
could
the
do Freddy
series
easily.
and could do a Freddy. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you had to do another version with a new actor, not a prequel series like Hannibal or anything like that, I think having
Although-
Johnny do it would be a good choice.
I do think doing a prequel series that delves a little bit more into Freddy's backstory
Yes.
would be awesome.
Yes, I feel personally what they should do
Yeah.
is do a series like Hannibal, limited series, but
The making
cable,
of Freddy Krueger.
rated R, start with him before he gets killed by the parents, but it starts with
Yeah,
him.
it starts with him stealing the kids, torturing them,
And his eye
and
been
then acting
burned.
like a normal person during the day.
And then you get to the point where he's killed and then shows up later in their dreams. I think that's the best way to go about it because it helps you introduce a new actor be Freddy and helps you ease into the idea of this person. Okay, this person is Freddy Krueger now. That's how I felt with Hannibal when I was watching Mads Mikkelsen.
And he did so well. And
Because you like Anthony Hopkins? No, he's Hannibal. But then you see him, you're like,
But
and
you know what,
He builds
though?
up that cred.
Even though Mads Mikkelsen is way taller than Anthony Hopkins, I could see him growing into him when he gets old.
Possibly, yeah, but he had that presence of,
He did.
he's dangerous.
He had that edge that you just get from some people that you're just like, you know what? You are definitely someone I don't want to piss off. I'm just going to be over here, away from you.
Yeah, but that's what I would like to do for Nightmare on Elm Street, is have its own series like that.
Mm-hmm.
If they decide not to do another remake, or possibly on the off chance
It would be interesting.
Robert coming back one more time.
If-
You never know.
In the prequel series, Nancy's dad was the arresting cop.
Oh yeah,
that-
that'd be a good, clear change to make.
Somehow messed it up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have the proper search
Proper
warrant.
search warrants, but just lost his
Yeah.
mind because here's a guy murdering kids and he has a kid and this could be his kid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's interesting too because I always forget that he went after kids. I always thought when I was young, I thought he was a baby killer. Like, and to me, that says infant to a year-old. But the way they put it, it sounds a little bit more like they were 5 to 6 year olds.
Well, later they delve on to the fact that he was also possibly a pedophile as well, not just a child murderer.
That's what I thought.
In fact, I think that was
Okay.
originally Wes's idea for him, but the
Just to make
producer's
him
like,
the worst thing that
Yeah.
humanity can think
but
of.
producer's like, we'll just drop that overtly from him and just say he's a child murderer. But clearly,
Clearly, he got off on torturing little kids.
he was
The
doing
other
things with those
leap
kids
is not
and not
exactly
just killing them.
far-fetched.
He's a piece of shit, is what he is.
He is an absolute piece of shit. Anyone that can harm a child
Yeah.
like that in any way, shape, or form is
But
an absolute piece of
That was one of the interesting things, though, in the remake, at least initially tried to delve into, where it was a thing where he actually was not the person killing them, and he was deciding to kill them as revenge in his dreams. So, that's a...
Oh, like falsely accused?
Yeah.
And then just got his revenge because the parents decided to get together and kill him anyway with their self-righteous dumbfuckery?
Yeah.
Okay, I could get behind that.
Yeah, so that's also
I'd
another
wanna
cool
see
take you
who
can
the
do on this
actual
story.
serial killer was then.
Yeah, and, Wes originally got the idea from the story where this person just, I think South America or something, where he's, like, staying awake. He's like, I can't go to sleep, I'll die. And then he goes to sleep and he dies. And that gave him, like, the idea. And he got the idea of Freddy Krueger from a childhood bully, and also this weird guy who would have a trench coat and a hat and such, which you do see that later in New Nightmare, that part of it.
I mean, a trench coat and a hat has been used as a villain for years. Didn't the Invisible Man also wear a trench coat and a hat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has to cover himself up, so.
Well, yeah. But, like, that's been a kind of standard, like, the mafia guys, mob guys, they often have them in trench coats and hats to cover up the big guns that they're carrying.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of commonplace, so adding it into an already established villain makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and this is a good companion piece to, I think, Last House on the Left, because that's also one where you have the Krueger character, and also the booby
Some
traps in the
people-
end when the parents make it, and then Nancy's making this. So Wes has these ideas he likes to bring back. Wouldn't you notice
A
that?
lot of good directors do, because you look at Sam Raimi and how many times he's brought back different things, like always having his car in it.
Yeah, and those certain camera shots that he does, those fast zoom-ins. Yeah, directors do have their trademarks.
I do think it's funny though how some people, like Taylor Swift, write songs about their past, and like the guy she had a crush on forever, and I think one was about her brother and all of her exes, and then some people make movies and turn it into a horror franchise. Just saying. Don't be a dick to people. It may come back to haunt you in the form of watching them get rich off of your name.
And in this one, really, you get that scary Freddy. He's not the jokester. No, that comes later.
That comes later when people get high on acid and then make movies.
That comes later when we get full-on pop culture Freddy, when he becomes a huge, huge icon. And you'll get to those movies. So, but that's one of the things that a lot of people appreciate about the first few movies. He's still that more dark, scary character.
Part of me wants to see A Nightmare on Elm Street take place at a con that actually is like kind of meta following Freddy Krueger and then him be like, I could be anywhere. You never know. I could just show up randomly in your dreams while you're asleep waiting for this person to come back from lunch. You know, in line. And then suddenly somebody dies at a convention. It'd be ironic if we were waiting for Robert Englund. We've already played the meta game in New Nightmare, so you might as well have fun with it.
Meta, meta.
Meta, meta. Double meta. It's a double entendre, but for not. So, this was Nightmare on Elm Street.
This was A Nightmare on Elm Street. 1984, written and directed by Wes Craven, and it's the start of New Line Cinema as being a major studio in Hollywood, before eventually Warner Brothers buys it up later. But this is the start of the house that Freddy built, as it is known. So, and we had a fun time watching it again. So, second watch.
Yes! I did better this time.
She did better this time, so
I'm proud of that. It's not even because I'm exhausted.
We have a few more rewatches to do for the month of October, at least, and
Yes, we have
some regular reactions.
and Trick or Treat, and some reactions that I know nothing about.
Yes.
Because it's all in the mind, right here.
I
of
know.
this crazy person.
Also, we're planning a few surprises as well.
Yes! Very excited about those.
A little ambitious for this whole month because it's our month. So
Yes. I mean,
I'm gonna be busy.
Halloween doesn't stop in this house, but when the spooky season's actually here, it's just a little extra. A little extra. That's the whole sentence.
We're just a little extra during October. That's just us. So
I mean, I think we stay a little extra all the way through Christmas, personally, but yes, there's a magic in the air in October.
indeed. So we hope you'll stay with us for those next reactions and rewatches, because there's gonna be some good stuff.
Damn straight there will.
Yep. All right. So thank you for joining us for watching again and reviewing A Nightmare on Elm Street, and we look forward to having you for the next one. All right.
Yuppers. We'll see you then.
Till then. Bye.
Sleep well.